I didn't know if y'all could hear me, if the sound was actually working, so I had restarted it. But we back. We back with another video. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. Do not waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I want to say we gonna talk about prioritizing yourself, you know? And everything, all my lives just be repeated. Like I always say, man, it's just like affirmations, you know? It's just like affirmations over yourself, man. It's like speaking positive and speaking good over yourself. Like saying I'm gonna be great, or, you know, I'm gonna be something one day, you know? Or whatever it is, man. Just having good energy and speaking positive over yourself. Shout out Parker Watson. What's up, Parker? How you feeling? Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate the love and support. But yeah, though, man, it's like my live streams just be like affirmations, man, pretty much, man. Just a repeated cycle of giving game, good energy. You feel me? Positive words, you know, motivation, inspiration. That's what my live streams be about. You know, just giving game to who I can and helping out who I can. At the end of the day, you always want to focus on yourself, you know? You want to focus on yourself and put the work in for you, you know, so you can be where you want to be in the future. And managing your time, man. Managing your time, working on yourself, having time management, man. Living for your purpose in life, man. Don't never lose sight of your purpose in life, and you know what you here for, what you love to do, you know, what you like to do. Whatever it is, man, that's what you grind for. That's what you get up and work hard for every day, man. Your purpose, man. You go all in with your purpose. Simple. Don't let nobody get in the way of that. Don't lose sight of that. You feel me? You gotta know what you here for. You gotta know what you created for. You gotta know what you love to do, and you gotta get up and do it every day and work on it and perfect your craft. You know, you don't want to waste your time. That's why I say don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. Every day you gotta get up and grind, man. Every day you gotta get up and get to it. Ain't no excuses. You know, some days you not gonna feel like getting up and living in your purpose or doing what you gotta do to be successful, but you got to make that sacrifice. You have to make that sacrifice, and you got to grind. If you really want to be somewhere in life, man, you got to manage your time. You can't be wasting your time, your potential, none of that. Put that work in, man. Put that work in and grind. Focus. Lock in. Ain't nobody else going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. That's the thing, man. A lot of people don't want to do what they got to do. You feel me? That's why you gotta be willing to do things when they uncomfortable. Like when it's comfortable, like sometimes you just want to stay in the bed. You want to sleep longer. You want to just take a chill day. You want to keep chilling all the time, but you gotta live through the uncomfortable. You gotta be very uncomfortable to be successful in today's time. And you gotta get up. You gotta get up and work out. You gotta get up early and go to work to make some money. You feel me? But also you gotta have a different mentality too. You gotta see different sides, a different perspective on life. You know, you gotta see like, I'm going to work, I'm working out, but also I gotta make time for my purpose too. You know, I gotta really make time for my purpose too, man. So it's important to live like through the uncomfortable. Live in being uncomfortable, because if you comfortable, you gonna be stagnant. You feel me? You gonna be running in a circle when you comfortable. You doing the same thing. You ain't doing nothing different. You ain't trying to expand. You feel me? You ain't trying to expand beyond what you know. And you can't do that. You can't do that, man. You have to be uncomfortable. Like, me personally, I just don't, I was never open to, like, you feel me, streaming or getting on camera or getting on video, pressing record, you know, getting in front of the camera and just being seen, like people seeing me and stuff. But I had to get, you feel me? I had to get used to the uncomfortable, being uncomfortable. And it was that simple. Like, it was that simple. Okay, I gotta try something new. I gotta expand my mindset, expand my mentality. Like, I gotta be okay with being uncomfortable sometimes. Especially if it's my purpose. So that's key. That is key, man. Make sure you disciplining yourself too, man. It's hard to tell yourself no, but you gotta tell yourself no, you know? You gotta tell yourself no to things that's taking you away from your purpose in life. Things that's not helping you grow and elevate and evolve, then you gotta let it go. If it's not helping you grow, elevate, or evolve, you have to let it go, because it's not doing nothing but wasting your time. Simple. It's not doing nothing but wasting your time and not bringing nothing to you in life. Shout out TDN Ham. How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, man. And that's another thing too, as you get older, you know, you grow, like, you get more wisdom, you get wiser. Like, you chase, you want knowledge, you want information, you feel me? You don't, when you younger, you just living, pretty much. You pretty much just living, because your mindset ain't mature, your mentality ain't matured yet. So you really just going by the day, you just going day by day, for real. Like, you just living life day by day, doing whatever, because you ain't really thinking for real. But I feel like I've always had like a certain type of mentality. Like, I always had a certain type of mindset. I was never, you feel me? I always been like a humble person, for real. I've never been too cocky. I've never been, you feel me? I've did some things in spite of, you know, just being around people, you know, your environment, and just doing stuff. I have been doing that though before. I have just been doing stuff. I have a sub. Appreciate you. Shout out TDN HM850 for the sub. Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love, for real. I appreciate it. But yeah though, man, I feel like I've always been that person that's been, you know, that's just humble and down to earth, you know. Like, I feel like I understand a lot. Like, I understand other people, I understand situations, I understand a lot. Like, I'm willing to put myself in other people's shoes to understand where they coming from. But that took time though. I feel like that really took time though. Like, but as you grow, that's the thing too. That's why you do want to get older, because as you get older, it's like, it's a good thing, because you feel me, your mindset keep, like, you keep growing. Like, you just gonna keep, you gonna keep wanting information, you gonna keep wanting knowledge. Like, it's like your old self is leaving. Like, the old you is going away and you transforming into a new you. Say what made you very humble? I ain't gonna lie, it's not like nothing made me humble. That's just who I am. You know, I ain't no, let me see, I'm not no loud person. I'm not no cocky person, you feel me? I don't know, I think it's just something, it's just something about being humble, bro. Like, when you humble, it's basically saying you ain't big-headed, you know? I don't care to be, like, big-headed. Now, do I believe that you should pop your, I do believe you should pop your shit. I ain't gonna lie. You should. But at the same time, though, you still want to be, like, humble, too. Cause it's a different type of understanding, a different type of perspective that you would get. Yep, as life progresses, yeah, for real. But yeah, though, I don't know. Like, it's just something about, just understanding, though. Like, you got, like, when you understand that you can be at the top and you can be at the bottom, when you understand, like, when you've been through a lot, you start to understand a lot, pretty much. Like, instead of judging somebody, you start to think like, okay, I understand why this person going through that, or I see why that person going through that, or you just try to take a chance or think to look in their shoes instead of judging them. Like, nobody's perfect. Everybody's trying to figure life out day by day. Everybody trying to figure life out day by day, man. Nobody's perfect. But I'm cool being humble, though. Yep. And you gotta discipline yourself, man. When you waking up early and you grinding, man, and like, sometimes when you get up early, you might want to grab your phone, whatever it is. You might want to eat. You might want to play the game, whatever it is. But like I said before, you got to tell yourself no. And when you get up, you got to get to it, man. Whether it's reading, working out, going to work, making some money, whatever it is, bro, you gotta really discipline yourself. Like, I think that's a big problem in today, is discipline and time management. People not managing their time right, and people not disciplining themselves right. So a lot of people just be going day by day, instead of like doing what they gotta do and doing what they need to do to be successful in their own life, and taking time to themselves, you know, to be wealthy, to be healthy, you know, eating right, sleeping right, reading, working out, getting up and getting on your purpose, whatever your purpose is. And your purpose, you could be a barber, you could be anything. You could work on cars, you could do music, you could play sports. It don't matter what it is, whatever your purpose is, man, you getting up and you getting to it. As soon as you get up, you work out, you read, you eat right, and you get on your purpose. And it's like, it gotta be like a daily routine. It gotta be like a daily routine, man. Yep. So make sure you putting that work in. Make sure you grinding. Make sure you focused. You locked in, man. Because that's important. Don't slip up. Do not slip up. Manage your time. Discipline yourself. Tell yourself no. Tell others no that's taken away from your purpose and that's not bringing you no meaning. Because that'll also stop you too. So that's important, man. That is important. But yeah, though, y'all, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, showed love. I need to low key, y'all. I be slipping so much. I don't be as consistent as I need to be on my streams. I think, but I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it come from to be honest, it come from lack of motivation, lack of, you feel me, inspiration. Sometimes, you have them days. You had them days, man, where you just don't feel like doing something. But like I said, that goes to, like I'm preaching y'all, discipline. I still need to work on certain areas in my life also. And that's another thing too, just admitting like that we all mess up, you know. Everything is a lesson learned. So you just gotta keep going, keep perfecting your craft, and don't stop, and you will be successful. As long as you putting in the work every day and you actually working on your purpose, and you trying to be 1% better every day. So yeah though, y'all, I appreciate y'all, everybody that tuned in and showed love, y'all. I am finna end the stream. I will try. I know before I said I was gonna keep being consistent and stopping y'all, but try my best to stay on it, y'all. But I appreciate all the love and support, man, and I'm out. Peace.